Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Mariah flashes back to her terrible secret, and Phyllis scores a win after sparring. With Sally Friday, June 6, 2025, today on The Young and the Restless, Tessa leans on Daniel. Sharon tries to pry Mariah's secret from her, and Victoria worries about Cole. In the park, Tessa and Daniel chat as they tune their guitars. He realizes she's distracted and she admits she hasn't been sleeping well. She's a little flat today. Daniel asks if Aria got the bug that's going around. Tessa admits it's Mariah that's got her tossing and turning. Things have been weird between them. My wife isn't really talking to me and I don't know why. Tessa explains that she's been patient, but Mariah won't admit there's anything going on. She's caught Mariah crying and she wants to reach out, but she clearly wants to be left alone. I have to break through. Daniel asks if she thinks this is about Ian. Tessa says this feels different. It feels darker. That's why she's so scared for her. How can she help her if she doesn't know what's going on? Daniel would like to be supportive of Tessa and tells her he can listen and give her his 2 cents. He recalls how, in the past, he kept his pain inside. He shut his family out and hurt them. He was wallowing in his pain, so he made decisions he later came to regret. To go it alone for one. He neglected his duties as a husband and father. Heather could see what he was dealing with, but he turned away. Tessa asks if he thinks she needs to give Mariah more time. Daniel thinks that's what she needs. Tessa complains that her wife is carrying some horrible secret. She can't stand by while it tears her apart. Daniel reminds Tessa that Mariah knows she's there. Tessa complains that she put up a wall between them. Should she ask Sharon and the rest of the family to talk to her? Daniel worries Mariah would feel ganged up on. He suggests she chip away at the wall instead. Tessa starts playing her guitar and Daniel joins in. Tessa grins. They just wrote a song together. Daniel tells Tessa their song doesn't sound half bad. Tessa begins putting words to it as they strum, but becomes emotional and tears up. Daniel worries he pushed too hard, but she assures him he was just being a friend when she desperately needed one. Maybe she needs these lessons as much as he does. Daniel tells her watching her put words to music is incredible. Mariah melts down at Sharon's place. A distracted-looking Mariah is thanked by Sharon for her good work. She appreciates her covering for her when she was in London and tells her daughter that what Ian Ward did to her is not her fault. Mariah tries to change the subject, but Sharon knows she's carrying a lot. Has she told Tessa what happened while she was away? Mariah won't be telling Tessa. It's behind her. Sharon doesn't think she's put it behind her and warns she must deal with her trauma before it's too late. Sharon doesn't want to pressure Mariah, but she can see how much this is hurting her. Her light has gone out. Whatever she thinks she's doing to deal with her feelings isn't working. Mariah will pull herself together. Sharon argues it's not that easy. She's done what she's doing and knows it doesn't work. Mariah tries to shut her mother down, but Sharon warns she has to let this out. If she can't tell Tessa the truth, then tell me. Mariah can't even admit it to herself, let alone Tessa. Sharon swears if she tells her, it will stay between them with no judgment. She has some idea of what happened. Were you with someone else? Did you have a one-night stand? Mariah wants to tell her, but she just can't. Sharon warns keeping the secret might do more damage than whatever it is she did. Mariah says it was so much worse than a one-night stand. It's just so wrong. That's why I'm so twisted up about it. I don't understand. A one-night stand she could confess and ask for Tessa's forgiveness. But this, she doesn't even know how to begin to tell Tessa about what she's done. Mariah promises Sharon she'll get it together. Sharon reminds her they've been there before, only it was her begging her to get help. You did not give up on me then, and I'm not going to give up on you now. Mariah says, that was different. Sharon says sometimes they need to trust someone. She could recommend a therapist. If she talks to someone about her trauma, it will get better. Mariah says talking to a stranger is what got her here in the first place. But she can't tell Sharon. Her mother asks to hold her. They embrace, and then Mariah rushes off. Victoria's fear. At the ranch, Nick and Nikki discuss Victor snubbing Michael at her party. She confides that Lauren thinks her husband is regretting his decision. Victoria comes in and says there's no change with Cole. Claire's with him and they'll take turns. He has to feel better, Mom. He just has to. Victoria admits she's feeling helpless. Cole needs all of his energy just to talk. Nick and Nikki reassure her the doctors will heal him. She's being strong for him and Claire, so they'll be strong for her. Victoria's just so scared for him. Victoria suggests she stay back from Dumas's party since Cole's in the hospital. She'll hold down the fort at Newman. Nick tells her they'll make sure this guy knows Chancellor is off limits. They know. He got in touch with Billy. Nikki says Victor owns Chancellor and no one can change that, though she has reservations about the party invitation. Nick admits it feels like they're lambs being led to the slaughter. Nick assures his sister that Dumas is no match for the Newmans. Victoria wonders if Dumas is luring everyone to France so he can make some kind of attack on Chancellor while they're away. Nick thinks that would be a mistake and reminds them that Dumas has invited all of the power families in Genoa City. Nikki vows they won't come back until they know what he wants and who he plans to use to get it. Nikki and Nick assure Victoria that once Cole gets back on his feet, everything will be all right. They go over pneumonia being scary, but Cole being in the best hospital. Love is the best medicine. Phyllis versus Sally. Billy kisses Sally upon arrival at the club. His phone rings. It's Tracy, and he steps away to take it. Phyllis comes down the stairs and gets in Sally's face. Not very good at watching your back, are you? Sally tells Phyllis she's not afraid of her. Phyllis says, then you are dumber than you appear. They trade insults, as Phyllis points out that there isn't any man Sally's dated in this town who hasn't employed her. She wonders, who's your next sucker? Sally asks if Phyllis really wants to compare resumes. Billy interrupts and Phyllis stalks off. Billy asks if Sally's all right. She says her day will only get better from here. Billy and Sally sit, and she says she's been thinking about his proposal to postpone their launch until after Dumas's party. He asks if it's bonjour or au revoir. Sally loves France, so the answer is oui. Having some extra time will be a good thing. Besides, she didn't want him to go without her. She'll make sure he doesn't do anything he'll regret. She fears he'll try and charm Dumas into trying to steal Chancellor back from the Newmans. Sally and Billy discuss Dumas' intentions. Billy wants to know his end game. Sally warns him to be careful this close to their launch. Billy reassures her and they gush about having a romantic getaway and kiss. Sally wants to go upstairs. Billy does too. At the bar, Phyllis texts Amanda, "Where are you? If you don't want me to crash this party, get me on the list." When Phyllis finally gets a call back from Amanda, she's over the moon to hear that her pal got her onto the guest list for the party in Nice. Billy and Sally reappear in time to hear her say, "I'll see you in France." Billy asks, "You're going to Aristotle's party?" Phyllis says, of course she is. She guesses they're not a part of this. Sally needles that she'll have to figure out what to wear. Showing up in the same outfit as Phyllis would be awkward. For you. Phyllis understands why Billy's invited. But does he really want to tarnish his reputation with Sally? Sally needles that Phyllis just got her invitation. She's a seat filler. They go over the guest list. Sally says they've all got impressive careers except Phyllis. Daniel shows up and Phyllis drags him off to give him her news. Sally fumes. Aristotle invited Phyllis? Billy wonders. What is he up to? They puzzle over it, and Billy asks if Sally's having second thoughts about going. Sally won't let Phyllis scare her off. Billy won't let her stop him from finding out what Dumas' up to. This is going to be one hell of a night, Daniel asks about Phyllis's good news with trepidation. Phyllis is irked by his attitude, but tells him she just got her foot in the door. She's one step closer to blowing everyone in that town out of the water. Mariah's memories. In the park, Mariah sits on a bench and flashes to drinking in a hotel. An older man, bold and beautiful alum Michael Swan, walks up and says, "Someone looks like they could use a friend." In the present, Mariah cringes and sighs. Tessa comes along and greets her wife. Mariah asks how she found her. Tessa says it was just luck and asks why she's not at work. Mariah says she decided to get some fresh air. Tessa tells her she had her guitar lesson with Daniel and asks if she wants to hear their new song. Mariah says, "Sure." Tessa belts out the song, which is all about someone hurting someone unintentionally. Mariah chokes up. "I love you so much." Tessa loves her too. "So will you please just tell me what's going on?"